Hello world, you're watching 80s Music Twin Rags.
That's our theme song now.
80s Music Twin Rags. If you don't know what that is, it's the theme song for a commercial series called Real Men of Genius.
I was going to say that you found a different way to turn. Like today's band's members are real American heroes.
I thought about saying that. You're like, why are you mentioning Real Men of Genius? Because
Budweiser,
yeah,
commercials from the
Bud
80s.
Light actually.
Bud Light.
But believe it or not, that singing, you actually see him in the commercials. The singer, after the narrator, that is the lead singer of Survivor, of the only song you hear on the radio, basically.
Eye of the Tiger, right.
Eye of the Tiger.
The original singer, right.
So, and if you, I don't know if you have a favorite. I have a few favorites. You know, like I love the one about the free sample. Because I like, if it's free, we'd eat it, even if it was plutonium. Or taco salad. Is that healthy?
It's a salad, isn't it?
So, anyways, go check out the commercials because you can
And
find
they've actually compiled these in a CD. And you can actually buy a CD of all the compilations, and it sold at like 400,000 copies.
So the question is, which
didn't sell more than the Survivor album.
if you were Dave Bickler, that's that singer, what are you more proud of, Survivor or those commercial songs? He did well over 100 of those.
Yeah.
I mean, he must have enjoyed them because they are funny. So.
Yeah, they're funny.
Anyways, I enjoyed researching Survivor simply for that. Listening to all
that was your research, dude. I don't know anything else about him.
After our top 10, I'll ask you, if that was a song we could rank, where would you put it? I don't know, anyways. But, okay, so I've been telling you I have some weird connections. Did you guess any of them?
No, I don't.
Okay. All right, so Dave Bickler was the original singer. You look behind, in 1979, they put out their first album, self-titled Survivor. They had no hits, right? No hits. Did you know, though? Have you seen the cover?
Kim Basinger is the model.
Kim Basinger. She was not famous yet.
Yes.
Right? She was on some TV shows. Her first movie isn't even for a couple years after that. But she's not famous, and that is her on the cover. 2 more years after that, Premonition, they put out a song called Poor Man's Son or something like that. It wasn't great. I don't know.
No, but a famous guy liked it.
Yep, and that guy's name is Sylvester Stallone.
And he actually called him. Now, here's I would like to know.
Now, he already had done the first Rocky by this time. Yes.
Yeah, okay, so probably Rocky 2.
Oh, Rocky 2, you're right.
Okay,
right.
so
late 70s.
So he probably called up, I believe, Jim Pedder. He's the guy that wrote. Because I like Poor Man's Son.
Yeah, he's the one that...
when you got home and like, I got the answer my machine. Beep! This is still yeah, that makes a joke.
Somebody
pranking me. Yeah. Did you actually believe it?
Right, yeah. Well, that's probably not how it happened. I got it from an answering machine. Anyways, Jim...
I read an interview, I listened to an interview where he said that. That's what happened.
Oh, okay.
Some answer machine. He goes, I'm going to send you the first 5 minutes of the movie.
Okay.
So, there's something like that.
So they would have already...
He goes, I want you to write a theme song that's going to outlast you guys, me, way after we, of course.
Yeah, so he wanted...
Classic song.
He wanted a song similar to Poor Man's Son, but a little bit better and...
It actually has the same chords.
He wanted Queen's Another One Bites the Dust.
And they refused, which is funny because after that they had Highlander and Flash Gordon. They weren't in the movies yet, I don't think.
Okay, so, alright, so the first movie was directed by John Avildsen, right? Rocky. Right? After that, Sylvester took over and directed.
Yeah, Sylvester Stallone wrote it, I believe.
Yes, I know that. Okay, but John Avildsen, he directed Rocky. Okay?
Yes.
You know what else he directed?
I recognize the name, but I couldn't tell you.
The Karate Kid.
Okay.
So Survivor, when they switched singers, Jimmy Jameson's first song with them
The Moment of Truth,
from the Karate Kid. Okay, now
it goes farther than that.
Yes, I know.
Because
This is the thing you probably saw.
The next singer that replaced Dave Bickler, he had to have throat surgery and they didn't want to.
Jimmy Jameson was the
Jimmy
new singer.
Jameson got this. So
He came from a band called
Cobra, which Sylvester Stallone was in.
2 years later. He
Yes.
stars in Cobra.
Yes,
That's the connection.
I saw that one. I did see that. I didn't know what you had on, but I did see that.
He was in this. Another connection.
He sang the song "I'm Always There," I believe it's called, for Baywatch seasons 2 and 10.
He did the theme song.
The original singer did season 1 was Peter Cetera. He did "Save Me"
From Karate Kid Part 2.
Peter Cetera did "Karate Kid" 2.
Okay, yeah. So that's some. Well, here's another one.
Okay.
All right. So we Rocky and Karate Kid is a lesser. It's a kid's version of Rocky, correct?
Yes.
All right. So Karate Kid. What's the villainous group called?
What do you mean? What are you talking about?
The Ralph Macchio.
Cobra Kai. Oh yeah.
Cobra.
Yeah. Okay.
Cobra Kai. It's like all those connections. And all right, and each of them got to do a theme song for Rocky, right? Rocky 2, or no, Rocky 3. The one with Mr. T, that would be Eye of the Tiger. And then Burning Heart came when he fought the Russian guy, Ivan Drago. Right. So I don't believe there's any other connections with Sylvester Stallone. But that's cool.
Now there was a movie called "Eye of the Tiger" also. That
Donald Sutherland.
Gary Busey was
Gary Busey.
Gary
That's right.
Busey
That's
was
right.
in it. And they used that theme song.
Did they?
Yeah.
How'd that?
It was the production company
Okay.
owned the rights to the song, not the band. So
yeah.
that's why they used it.
Yeah, and I was wondering.
Not that great of a movie though.
So I'm looking at these songs. You know, we've already covered some people got sued for having similar sounding songs. Do you wonder why they've never taken it to the, hey, we've used that song title, you can't use it. Like, you know, Is It Love, right?
Yeah. White
Snake has it. It's like,
Not only that,
good thing they don't sue for song titles.
Survivor says, "Is it love that I'm feeling?" Whitesnake says, "Is it love that I'm feeling?" He even uses his own phrase. Yes. They say, "Is it love?" Mr. Mister said, "Is this love?" Right? Is this love? I believe it's this love.
I don't know.
And you know, Van Halen said,
why can't this?
"Why can't this be love?"
Heart says, "What about love?" Actually, Survivor, they have three things. They say.
Okay.
They say, "Is it love?" Is it love? Is Mr. Mister? Is this love?
Okay.
Is
Right.
Survivor? So it says, "Is this love?" I didn't know it was love. How much love? They're gonna beat a dead horse.
Yeah.
Anyways, so the second singer, he has more songs, right? That were hits.
Yes.
Yet we don't hear any of those.
Right. We don't.
Radio stations again.
Yeah.
Now,
First album with Jimmy Jameson was Vital Signs, and of course, Rush has a song called Vital Signs on Moving Pictures.
Is that their best-selling album? I couldn't.
No, it's their second best-selling
Is it
album.
Eye of the Tiger?
But when you look at all the albums, it must be Eye of the Tiger, but it doesn't say. When you click on Eye of the Tiger Wikipedia, it doesn't say it's the top-selling album. But
Right.
it must be.
It was like number 2 on the Billboard charts, I guess.
But it does say that Vital Signs was their second best-selling, so that must be the first.
Yeah.
Okay, so Rocky Balboa came out in 2006.
Right. And that's the same time.
That's the same year
Survivor
that Reach
puts out
came
their
their
last-
last album.
And they were probably, nobody knew. You know, Survivor, are they even a band anymore?
Yeah.
I'm guessing that's why they didn't.
Maybe Sylvester Stallone didn't know hey, Survivor's still around? And maybe Survivor's like, they're still putting out Rocky movies? Whatever. You would have thought that, you know, they thought that you always see Rocky, like parodies when movie theaters. Rocky.
Oh, yeah.
12 or 30.
Right, 30.
Weird Al has a song called The Ride. Well, it's Rocky 13, themed to Rocky 13.
Right. Is that his only thing?
That's his thing, and it's he's like so Rocky owns a
Was he
deli.
old? Oh, yeah.
He's like, you want
He's
that?
not-
Try that Ryan or the Kaiser. Sounds like Eye of the Tiger. So, but so the theme there is when you see parodies, is they think Rocky's gonna have that many sequels. Same with Jaws, Back to the Future 2. Had a Jaws thing going on. I don't remember what Jaws it was, but
it was up there. Yeah,
it was like they think the sequels are just gonna go on forever.
and Rocky's outlasted Jaws for sure.
Yeah.
But so I remember past when I was little, when we were in elementary school. You know, we mentioned you have to sit next to the radio and tape your favorite song, right?
Yeah, yes.
I remember, you know, I didn't know. You probably hadn't bought anything yet, so I didn't know that you could get lyrics when you bought the album. So I had, you know, those little pads.
And you were trying to write down what you
I was trying to write and I lost that pad once, but I had my name in it for some reason. Somebody found it and brought it back to me. I'll tell you who it is later.
Yeah, and you know what? And we can't make fun of anybody who did that when they were young, writing lyrics from the radio. You can't make fun of that because there are entire websites on the internet based on lyrics of songs.
Right. So, but I was trying to get, and you can't do it in one sitting, obviously. The song goes too fast. You're like, you can't right there. But, so every time it was on, I tried to get Eye of the Tiger. I remember specifically.
So what did you think it said and it didn't?
That's not the point I'm trying to make. Is I lost my pad and somebody found it, and he brought it back to me. He goes, hey, there's this song I want to do lyrics for. Can you get them for me? Like, he can't do it. He asked me to get lyrics for him. And I never did it, but I'm like, I don't know if they're making fun of me to see if I'll actually do it.
Probably. No, he probably wanted to know what the lyrics were.
Maybe these nerds are going to be working on this. Put them on a goose chase.
Alright, so writing lyrics. Anyways, writing lyrics. The guy who wrote most of the lyrics at the beginning was Jim Pedrick. He's one of the founders of the band.
Right.
He wrote
38 Special.
38 Special.
We mentioned that.
He wrote. Did I? Oh, you mentioned
it was
it
the second guy though, not the lead singers. It's when they got the second.
No. Jim Pedrick wasn't.
Bone Against Steel.
But Jim Pedrick was the band member. He did like keyboards and guitar.
Right.
But yeah, he did Sound of Your Voice. But he did Rockin' Through the Night.
Okay.
And Caught in You and Hold On Listening.
So he's the one that came up with Little Girl.
I saw that. And I don't know if I just didn't remember hearing.
So the question is, did he write for Lynyrd Skynyrd? Because Lynyrd Skynyrd also like Little Girl.
Yeah.
What's your name?
Well, we didn't
mention
that. No. They just used.
There's more bands. Even the '60s had.
Glenn Fry said "Sexy Girl."
Yeah. But "Sexy Girl's" better than "Little Girl." Little Girl makes it sound like you're.
Well, it's like when you start dating somebody, you're like, "This is my girlfriend." Yeah. She's 50, but she's my girlfriend. It's just a weird term.
All right, so continue on the lyrics. Survivor. Obviously, this guy must have wrote lyrics for a lot of his songs. He repeated himself. There's a song called. Oh gosh, something about Can't Stop. It's not Can't Stop Loving You. It's something on one of the earlier songs. Dave Bickler song didn't chart very, very high, but it had every highway leads me back to you.
Yeah.
That same lyric is in The Search Is Over. So twice they use the same lyric. It's getting lazy.
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, good lyric.
Yeah. So. Get this. So I saw that some of the background people, Richard Page from Mr. Mister played on one of their albums before Welcome to the Real World. Kevin Cronin was on something. Mickey Thomas from Starship was backing vocals.
Jimmy Jameson was backing for like Ari Speedwagon and several other bands too. So
yeah, so pretty cool all the connections. Before they were even famous.
Now nowadays when people hear Survivor, they automatically think of the TV show, which is like in their
20-something episodes. Now, who knows when they go by seasons? I don't like that because 2 seasons can be in 1 year.
Well, I don't. Not for Survivor. Survivor, I think, has been around 20 years. I think American Idol was doing that where.
Yeah, but I think Survivor did that too. They're like, 4 years into it, we're into our 8th season. Yeah, like, come on, really. Anyway, so yeah.
I think
Survivor, the band wanted to sue them. Yes,
they did,
and it didn't go anywhere apparently.
Right.
Yeah.
Can you sue just because of a word? I mean,
I don't know.
Survivor is a word. I'm a survivor of abuse or something.
Yeah, and
that's a word you can't have a copy. That's probably why it didn't go anywhere.
They named their band because of that. Some guy, Jim Pedrick probably. He's a survivor because he didn't make it to a plane ride. A bunch of members were on a plane and the plane crashed. So some of their band members died. He never got on the plane, so he's a survivor, I guess. So that's how they came up with the name.
I got you.
Now, Survivor, the only song you'll hear is Eye of the Tiger, which shows why I saw this. They were actually one of the episodes on a TV series called One Hit Wonders. That's as bad as Duran Duran being considered a one-hit wonder. Burning Heart came in number 2. Eye of the Tiger number 1. I can't hold back number 5.
Or some people who do those lists of one-hit wonders,
they didn't research.
They didn't do any research.
They didn't do any research because they had many hits in the top 10.
Yeah. And
you're calling him a one-hit wonder. But you know why? It's because their research was, this is the only song I hear on the radio. Radio, it's your fault. So anyway, here's their list of albums. You probably don't know most of them because the main songs are on just a few. Eye of the Tiger, Caught in the Game. I don't remember even the videos. I don't remember seeing on MTV.
Yeah.
Vital Signs, that obviously was. A New Singer, and then the next one, When Seconds Count, had, I don't remember How Much Love. I remember Is It Love? I don't remember How Much Love. And then after that, they faded away. They didn't survive the 80s. That's what your joke was last week. It came back in 2006, but does anybody know? That was like a blip. So...
And Jimmy Jameson died in 2014.
Was it 2014? Before Glenn Frey. And just like Robert Palmer. I didn't know that. It's like, he's dead, really?
Well, I understand that when you're just a band member. Even though you were the lead singer, you're a band member. Glenn Frey, his name was the band.
That's true.
Jimmy Jameson's band wasn't named after him. It was Survivor, so...
Yeah. So, okay. On to the top 10.
Top 10. Yes, there are top 10. Believe it or not. You think there's only top 5. Nope, it's 10.
Okay, top 10. And just so you know, I don't know if we mentioned this. Real Men of Genius and Great Real American Heroes. Those are strictly out for making fun of people. They obviously are not real American heroes.
Yeah.
There is legitimately one about a silent killer gas passer. Somebody who farts silently, even in an elevator, right? And I love the announcer. Who would you rather be, the singer David Bickler or the announcer guy who gets to say things like, "Sweet mercy"?
Yeah, it would depend on if you had a singing voice.
Yeah, but David Bickler, he looks like he's into his role when he says that. But, and a nose picker guy. How's that a real genius or an American hero? It's neither. Okay, let's get to our honorable mentions. Both are yours.
Of course.
And they both come from a Dave Bickler song. So that whittles it basically down to one Dave Bickler song in our top 10. You like American Heartbeat? That's Dave Bickler.
Yeah.
I actually like that.
When I heard the music, I'm like, oh, this sounds like it could be a sound like the soundtrack to a movie.
I don't like it enough to put it in the top 10. I probably had it at number 11. Then Caught in the Game, which, I can't stand that one. Game! And then the video actually made it worse. I watched the video, I'm like, ugh, it's horrible. Okay, so those are our two that got the opinion. Yes, that's all our opinion. This show is definitely biased. We look at all music from the perspective of two guys who went to high school around the 80s, so...
Yeah, and one thing you'll notice is we haven't had that many female band members. I think we've just done Hart and Pat Better so far.
Yeah. Yeah, and I think Michael Jackson might be our only black singer so far.
So far, yeah.
Yeah, so eventually we'll get to Prince. Maybe, I don't know if there's any others. Whitney Houston. So.
Madonna.
But the 80s did not have a lot of that.
Yeah.
I think you mentioned it. A lot of listen today.
Nowadays, there's
women
a lot
outrank the men singers. Probably.
Yeah, but back in the 80s, it was the other way around.
And even bands. How many bands are there? It's mainly people's names.
There's duets too. Like Roxette's probably a male duet.
Yeah.
Animotion was a male and female. Yeah. So there are those.
Just this era sucks. That's all we can say.
Yeah, they had more men. That's not true though. That's
okay, and they came from a wide variety of places. I'm not sure that you'd find a wide variety of countries represented either. So, okay, anyways, back to our 10. Number 10 is the first one from Jimmy Jamison coming from the Karate Kid. That would be The Moment of Truth, which I don't really know. Is that the one playing in the beginning?
I was
heading to California. Or
I was thinking it was just before the championship battle between the two kickers.
Maybe. I just watched Karate Kid recently. I don't remember the song. I wasn't listening for it. Knowing they sang a song, I still didn't.
It's possible it was the song playing on the radio when, what's his name in the... Oh, I can't think
Johnny Lawrence.
Johnny Lawrence. When he kicked the radio, it might have been at the beach. Maybe that's what they were playing. I don't know.
Okay, but anyways, you have this one at 11, or outside top 10, and I have it at 9, which shows that even the goods, the songs that make our top 10 list, some of them we really both rank down below. Okay, next one up. I actually have this one high, even though I don't remember it being on the radio ever, but it did get ranked. It was in the top 40. First Night, their fourth song from Vital Signs. Do you remember ever hearing it?
No.
But it was a top 40 song. And I have this one, but I like it enough to be at 5, and you have it at 12. So you like the Moment of Truth.
Yeah, again, I didn't remember it all. That's why it's not in my top 10.
Yeah, that comes from Vital Signs. We have all 4 songs from Vital Signs, obviously, because that was their best album, right? Would it be their best album?
Yes, of course.
It's the best album. Okay, next one comes from When
Depends on which
Seconds
singer
Count.
you like, I suppose.
Yeah.
Do you like Vital Signs or Eye of Tiger? Which singer do you like? Do you like Dave Bickler better?
I just said I don't remember First Night. Dave Bickler had a lot of ranked songs too.
Yeah.
I don't remember anything else other than Eye of the Tiger of his.
We were young. I mean,
yeah. So when they did the switch, 1984, so we would have been 14.
Because when David Bickler was in Survivor, we weren't even teenagers yet. Because your first teenage year is 13, right?
Yeah.
Right. So
and honestly, we didn't. Some people don't even remember what movie from Rocky was. I think I originally thought it was Rocky 2. But then you read and it's when Mr. T was in there.
Yeah.
All right. So next, that's our number 8 next. Okay, 1 Second Count is How Much Love, which I think I ranked this as the one of the lesser hits because I put it all the way at 10. You put it at 6 because this one sounds like a couple of the other songs. Sounds like they're just copying themselves sound-wise. It sounds like
plagiarism. I tell you.
It sounds like High on You and Is It Love combined almost. Yeah. Can you plagiarize yourself? I'm suing myself. There you go. Marry yourself. Why not sue yourself? All right. Too Hot to Sleep. It's one of their albums, and that's their last ranked hit, I believe. It's Didn't Know It Was Love, but it's a good song. I put this at 7. You put it at 8, but that's the only song off of that album.
Truth right there, though. Too Hot to Sleep. You ever been like laying in bed and like, oh, turn the air on.
So if this song was put out in 1988, I'm guessing this was when if you had an air conditioner, it was one of the.
We didn't have air conditioning way back then.
I'm guessing it was one of those bedroom window units, right? And that's why if you didn't have one of those, then you were like sweating in bed. never comfortable to be on sweaty bed sheets.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's number 7. Number 6.
That's a good band name.
What?
Sweaty bed sheets.
The glam metal band. Okay, so the next one from Vital Signs, that would be The Search Is Over. I have this at 8 because it's slow. You have it at 5, and I would say, to me, the main reason this song's notable is because he cusses in it. He's like Rhett Butler from Gone with the Wind. All right, next one up, number 5. Is This Love from When Seconds Count. So we have 2 songs from When Seconds Count. I have this one at 3. You have it way down at 10. And if you listen to it, how do you have it at 10?
Now, he says in there, is this love that I'm feeling?
Right.
Then he says, is this love that's keeping me up at night, right?
Okay.
And I'll say, no. It's the sweaty man sheets because it's too hot to sleep.
No, but you know what I like about this song? It's through the lyrics before the chorus. It's the rim shot. I mean, it's cool. Watching the video and do the rim shot. I'm like, it doesn't sound like when we did the rim shot. Like, doesn't sound like that, but he makes it sound like better, almost like a wood block. But you can tell he's hitting the drum part. Okay, so that's number 5. Number 4 is High on You. You have this one as your number 3. I have it down at 6. That's our 3rd song from Vital Signs. You know what? None of the videos to me stand out.
No, I would be like, you'd tell me a song, and I'd think all of it is going, which one is that? Because they all could be,
but
mixed.
This one kind of stands out because this is the one where they're singing amongst all those string lights.
Oh yeah.
It reminds me of Wrap Around Your Finger from the Police, where all the candles are on, and I'm like, that's the first thing that came to mind. Should have looked at who the director was. I don't think it was him, but okay, number 3. I have this as my number 2. You have it at number 4. Last song from Vital Signs, and that's I Can't Hold Back. I would say this is their first song that came out. This is the one that put Survivor really on the map. That's what I say.
This was his first song?
I think so. Well, no. Moment of Truth was his first song, but that one didn't rank.
Yeah, no, but this
first one from Vital Signs, yes.
Yeah, and it starts out with a pretty good guitar.
Right.
The thing that gets me is when the drum comes in.
Yeah, and even in the video, he's looking at this girl, and suddenly these bright light shines on her. That's when that part starts.
Yeah.
Number 2, the only song on our list from Dave Bickler, "Eye of the Tiger." You have this as your number 1.
Yeah, of course. It should be their number 1 because I know that it's one of those we were talking about.
Yeah.
Because you always say it doesn't matter if it's overplayed if it's a really good song.
Yes, I said that. Yes, and I agree with that. But you know what I don't like about "Eye of the Tiger" is there isn't anything happening. Being a drummer, right? Is there anything to the song drum wise? No. When you want to do something around the tom toms, nothing. It's a dude, boo. That was it. "Eye of the Tiger." He doesn't change anything up. No, da-da. Nothing. It's so bland. Now, Dave Bickler, he's somehow he got known for wearing a beret hat. He doesn't wear that beret hat in Real Men of Genius thing.
Yeah.
But
they all have the big hair. They both have the big hair. That's fine.
yeah,
They're a big hair band.
right. Were they? No, I don't know.
Well, okay, not a glam big hair band.
Yeah.
Just, they had the big.
Yeah, I mean,
Jimmy Jameson's hair was.
He did,
When
he
he
did.
was in the store, in the video where he's in the store looking at the woman,
right.
he looked like he had a helmet on. It was his hair. It was his hair, but it
does
was like a
look
helmet.
like helmets. But anyway, so "Eye of the Tiger," and that's the reason. There's nothing going on. I wish there was something else going on with the drums or something. Anyways, that's my perspective. So, but I do have it at 4. It's in my top 5. But I just like the other stuff better. And then that means our number 1 is the other Rocky song. And
you like this one better. I already knew you liked this one better than Eye of the Tiger. You told me.
But I don't know if I said what I liked about it. So I have this number 1. You have it at number 2. Now, obviously, what's your favorite? Which do you prefer? Rocky
Which
3,
movie?
Rocky 4, Rocky 3.
I think Rocky 3 has the more well, no, it depends. One's more serious, one's more comical. You know, like remember there was the time where they're showing Mr. T doing all the workout and getting ready for the fight, and they show Rocky's like on the Sesame Street.
Right,
and
yeah.
all this other stuff that's not getting him ready. So when the fight came, he got the crap beat him up.
Yes, he did. Yeah, and I do like that. Like Mr. T showed up at his press briefing. He's like, "Come on, let's fight right now." I mean, that was a memorable character.
Yeah.
Going from Apollo Creed to him was pretty good.
Yeah.
And Mr. T, he was practically only known for the A-Team. That's it, up until that
But
point.
then you went to Rocky 4, and it wasn't comedic anymore. It was all serious.
No.
Apollo Creed died at the beginning of the film fighting, so it was all...
You did have Mickey dying in Rocky 3.
Oh, yeah, you did that one. Yeah, but that was after the
Because
comical
Mr. T
parts.
pushed him. You push an old man. And
Now Mr. T is an old man.
and yeah, he is. Every Rocky movie after that
He
was
still
his ghost.
he still does stuff, and it's as his persona, Mr. T.
Yeah, and he still wears his gold chains. Yeah, he's on TBN a lot. But okay, so Burning Heart, and I'll tell you this: for both these songs, they do have good lyrics. Even Eye of the Tiger has good. I like. I used to not know what it was. Rising up to the challenge of your rival. I didn't know what that was at first, and I had to think about, oh, your rival.
No, my favorite. I have favorite lines of Rocky IV. It's when they're fighting each other, and then they go back to their quarters. They're talking. Sylvester Stallone's like, "See, he's a man. He's not a machine." And they go back to Drago's. He's like, "He's not a man. He's a machine." Remember that one?
Yeah. So yeah, we're not getting into. Here's a Weird Al connection. It's not Survivor. He did Living with a Hernia.
Which James, yeah,
Which
so-
comes from Rocky IV. And it's funny because he's doing the dancing. They show his feet,
Yeah.
and his one foot does a circle that it couldn't possibly do when it turned around. Anyways, we went backwards. Okay, but Burning Heart. So in the middle section was a do do, and it's got the thing I like. Do, 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 do. It stands out, the instrument, Anyways, that's why I like Burning Heart.
If you have a burning heart, please seek medical attention right away.
Why is it Eye of the Tiger, anyways? What's different about
I don't know. It's something
Tiger?
that was made up.
Yeah.
And
They caught on somehow. When you get a phrase like that and it catches on, it's pretty cool.
I think I don't know why I'm thinking, because remember the old Ray Harryhausen did the movies with Sinbad?
Yes.
I think one of the movies had an Eye of the Tiger in it. If I could be, it was a jewel, maybe. I don't know. I could be wrong.
Possibly. Also had cyclopses and stuff, statues that move.
Yeah.
You should check out Ray Harryhausen.
Jason and the Argonauts. Watch Talos. That's the best scene in the movie.
Yes. And I tell you what, when they tried to redo that with CGI instead, you can't do it. You can't update stop motion animation movies. It ruins it. All right, so there's our list. Burning Heart's number 1. Because I don't like Eye of the Tiger as much. All right, do you agree? You probably don't, because you probably never heard Burning Heart. The last time I heard Burning Heart was on a Sunday, because Casey Kasem does his top 20s.
Right.
And that's the only time I've heard it, is when they did that week and they were in the charts. All right, but I don't know why they would be on a one-hit wonder list, because they have multiple hits. I hate that. So who's our next week?
Next week, we're doing Slow Hand.
Slow Hand.
That's all I'm going to tell you. If you don't know who that is,
He's a guitar player.
yeah, I don't know why he's called Slow Hand. It's a nickname he got.
And you know
So
what?
another guitarist called him Slow Hand.
I think, at least my wife told me this, I think he lives near Columbus, Ohio. He hangs out at one of the malls down in Columbus. Easton, I think.
He's a mall walker.
He might be a
He's
mall.
old
enough to be a mall walker. And unlike this week has, the band with multiple singers. Here we got a singer that's been in multiple bands.
Oh, yeah.
And then he won four, and then his own solo career.
Yeah.
So there should be a lot of hits we cover, more than this band had. But we did have Ted for
And we're biased on the album we like of his.
Yes. Unfortunately, we're doing it next week. We should actually wait 2 months to do them.
Yeah.
But we're doing it next week. All right, till next week, we'll see you. Bye.